Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Captain America Issue 11, 2023. Cool looking cover there, looking all kind of crazy, going for the next change agent. So we are going to Chicago for this one, and this one's an important one. So, we start off in Chicago, Illinois, and we get a nice check-in with Sharon. Yay! That's always good. So, how much longer do you think it'll be, Steve? A few more days. You said that the last time. No, Sharon. I said a few days. This was a few more days. Totally different sentence. You should have been a lawyer. That's a terrible thing to say to someone you love. To someone you say you love. First rule of relationships and combat. Always know where to stick the knife. Fair. And it's like Steve, like, yeah, that actually is pretty good. These people were supposed to reach out to you. Maybe they got cold feet. Maybe. Couldn't blame them if they did. Do you even know who this guy is? Not exactly. So, how am I supposed to find him if I don't know who he is, or be sure I've got the right, if I've got the right guy, even if I do manage to find somebody? As we then see him talking with Lyra. And how come you don't know? There's something blocking me from seeing him directly. I thought you could see everyone. I can't. So how do you know he's powerful? Go back 4 sentences and you'll figure it out. I'm like, I don't mind her being like that. I would almost be like, Steve would have been able to figure that one out. I'm like, okay. Being powerful is only part of it. Sometimes ordinary people are plucked out of obscurity and thrust in the river of history because they're in the right place at the right time. Yes, or conversely, at the right place at the most horrifically and tragically wrong time imaginable. Lawrence of Arabia, Gandhi, Rosa Parks, Lalisha, Malala Yousafzai, Robespierre, Lincoln, once ordinary people who changed the world. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing those names. And the one we seek is far from ordinary. He will change everything, he and his death. But if, and only if, it comes at the right moment. Wait a second. I'm like, yes, Steve, ask the question. And he's kind of not happy about that. Am I bringing this guy out of hiding just so he can die? We all die, Stephen. I want to give him life and a chance to make a difference. Is that really so different from the deal that was offered to you? Steve Rogers, Abraham Erskine, pleased to meet you. As we get a nice little scene there. I'm like, alright, cool. And she makes a valid point. All I can do is put the offer in front of him, as was done with you. The rest is up to him. And for what it's worth, as one who made just that decision himself, I believe you will recognize one another when you meet. I'll be honest, it's kind of frustrating, and gotta go, sweetie. This might be them. Good luck, Steve. Rogers, 1 hour. Write this address down. It's like, convenient. As we then see our little group going in. And I do like the change of scenery as we get some foliage and stuff. You sure this is the way? It's what I was told, Carlos. Yeah, okay, but remember, you talked to a penguin. You what? Long story, Becca. Interestingly enough, I'm kind of alright with Carlos. Granted, I think that a little work needs to be done for his and Steve's banter, but I kind of hope that this isn't the end for him. Well, this is it. Are you kidding? Not really known for that. Alright, let's see where this goes. Just for the record, if a Balrog shows up, I'm leaving. Copy that. What the hell? And I love, like, that there is perfect of, like, how I like their banter kind of going off. He casually drops a Balrog reference. Steve gets it and understands. More people. More always. No cutting in line. I'm next. I've been waiting all week. Always more. More. As we see a lot of people. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? Take a number, please. We have an appointment. Oh, sorry. Right. Of course. This way. So who are you and where do you fit in all this? I'm Julie. Julie Bennett. I've been here for about a year now. I organize things, run the lines. You like working down here? Oh, sure. The work is important. What are all these people here for? Depends. Some come to hear their future, others to understand their past, a few to heal. Whoever this guy is, it sounds like his power is being a street corner con man. And I'm like, I don't blame Carlos for kind of bringing that up. It's like, you don't know. This is the kind of stuff that usually does happen with con men. And then Julie just goes kind of fucking nuts. Like, now granted, she just doesn't jump on him and start beating the shit out of him or anything like that. But I'm just like, I understand that part of your power is being able to peel your off your skin and use it. That's right. Okay, just checking. Because I went to the dermatologist a while back and got a peel, which is really the same thing. No, it's not. Actually, it kind of is. It's nothing personal. I just think, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that much of a power. I think it is. I agreed. Like, this... Granted, this dude could have really insane, kind of crazy-ass powers. But, trying to say that being able to peel off your skin and peel off certain body parts and, like, control them afterwards, oh, it's just the same as getting a peel. Okay, I understand that he is skeptical of your person, but, like, the person that you're following and helping out here, but if you're gonna be an asshole about it, fuck off. Like, he was just being the skeptical one. He wasn't just outright calling him an asshole or anything like that. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, sure, I get that. We hold on to whatever we have, right? It's like, god damn. But Skins isn't really a very descriptive super name, is it? For peeling your skin off. 190, Captain Sunburn be better? It's certainly more visual. No? You sure? Yes? And I'm just like, god damn. I'll go ahead and unlock the door. I like your sense of humor. You would. I'm like, her sense of humor is not humor. It's being an asshole. And I don't think Steve would be with that. But this he is. You can stand at this end of the room. They'll be here in a sec. Wait, they? As the door slams, it's like, tingling, tingling. And then we get some really good-ass artwork. It's like, holy shit. We were in the dark, and now we got light and shit. And stuff that kind of looks Angela-ish. Boom. I am the Guardian, sister to Malik. I give you fair warning, and I give it only once. If you attempt to harm him, I will kill you, your friends, your families, and everyone you have ever cared about. If you insult him or deride him to his face, you get off easy. I will simply kill the three of you. It's like, okay. Sure. Well, you can try, Carlos. Malik says that you can regenerate, a power you inherited from your mother. How can you know? And the thing is, I was like, what the fuck? We didn't really get much other than he, accidentally killed his mother. It's like, is she not dead? An ancestor of mine 300 years ago could control the power cosmic. Over 6 generations, the power has reduced to just a fraction of what it once was. But do you do you understand what even a fraction of the power cosmic can do to you? And I'm like, oh shit, this is some deep level there. I'm like, ooh, interesting. When every cell in your body has been reduced to a smoking cinder, what exactly will you use to regenerate, insect? As we see her pretty much putting like an energy cage around Carlos, which, by the way, nice artwork style. That's enough. We didn't come here for a fight. If you want Carlos, you'll have to come through me first. And just for the record, no one has managed to do that. Let me show you why. It's alright, B. Let them through. This was always going to happen. As you wish, Malik. My apologies. My sister by choice, not by blood, is very protective of me. With plenty of reason. But if we are to survive the darkness that is coming, we cannot fight among ourselves. There must be peace, even if only for a little while. Lyra said I would know him when I saw him. She was right. And, it's interesting to learn of their relationship like that, and then we see him, and it's like, okay, definitely a distinctive look. Standing this close feels like being near a power plant. I can feel the hairs on my arms standing up. So what is it exactly that you do? What's your power, Carlos? It's alright, a fair question. Yes! Whenever you're coming to someone who's supposedly kind of like this, you kind of want to know what their deal is. I walk in the dreams of others, seeing what they see, feeling what they feel. I can take the pain of others into myself, freeing them from that agony. At great cost to yourself, I've seen what it does to you. It is my purpose and my joy. The pain is not a burden. Very interesting there. Dreamwalker being able to absorb pain and help people heal, but at great cost to themselves. Kind of like a sin eater to a degree. So we've got dreamwalking, sin eating kind of stuff. Okay. There's also an energy about him. If you lie to him with evil intent, you die. Not entirely correct. Okay. There's a sliding scale, alright? The bigger the lie, the more evil the intent, the bigger the penalty. And what is the penalty at the more benign end? An upset stomach. It's like, okay, these are very interesting confluences of powers here. And it's still not fun, so watch it. And lastly, it is my burden to peer into the future. This is the big bit. To see the grains of sand that led to this moment and follow them to what is yet to happen. That is what those outside are waiting for me to tell them. And would you like to hear your futures? It's like, close up there. Sure, why not? Very well. Then we see him relay it to Carlos with a very interesting panel of we see Carlos first and then Carlos in the dude's eye. You come from dust, but you did not come alone. The woman in white came with you. The dust wants you back, and she wants you back. They are hungry, and they will follow you as long as you live until they devour you. Blood is your only defense, but it cannot be yours, and it will not be hers. Find the blood. Even knowing what it will cost, it is your only hope of survival. Does that make any sense to you? Yes, it. You son of a... What is it? So, that makes sense to Carlos, and Steve's like, oh, okay. I don't want to talk about it. Carlos, I said I don't want to talk about it. I would tell you your future, but you already know it. She has told you, yes. And you accept? Yes. Then you need nothing more from me. As we see a little bit of understanding with Cap and Malik. And she thinks he's going to know. Now to you. And she thinks... I'm here to know what he's going to know what I'm here for, what I'm here to do, and he will have her kill me for it. And then we see a close-up of Malik with Becca looking in his eye. I do not see anything. Perhaps another time. Sure, another time. And she thinks, oh my god, he's a fraud. And I don't know whether to be relieved or angry about it. It's like, that doesn't necessarily mean he's a fraud. It has been a long day, but I will not leave until I have spoken with those who have been waiting my words. Very nice to learn that he's not just going to be like, I did this thing and I'm going to leave with you guys. Fair enough, we'll wait outside. And Steve's just like, yep, cool. Thank you, Julie. Julie will open the door as they go out. I know you, Malik. You always see what's coming. What did you see in her future? It was not her future that I saw, sister. It was my own. It will be good to leave here, Bee. Good to see the sun again. Good to have new friends. Good to have you with me. I have lived a full life, and I am happy. Tell Julie to send in the others, but send them in. I am all right. Thank you for always being there. One thing I still don't understand, Lyra, and it's like, ooh, it's like, yep. The Pale City earlier. If you and everyone like you in the Pale City couldn't stop death, then who can? All the mirrors have been shattered. Pity, just when one is needed most. Sorry, nothing is said. Okay, random, but we'll see what comes of that. I mean, I understand that you're assembling an army here, and an army, is that what you think the front door is all about? I'm a soldier. It's how we see the world. Of course, come with me. I'm like, granted, Steve sees those kinds of things, but I think he would at this point see himself more than just a soldier. A soldier is a core aspect of himself, but I think he would have other entertaining ideas of what's going on with the front door. It's not just soldiers who think that way. Presidents, prime ministers, kings, and queens. We think of wars in terms of bomb blasts and body counts, troop movements, who has the hill today and who will have it tomorrow. Very good point. But not everyone who lives through a war fights in that war. Yes. And those who plan strategies that are only of a moment are often blind to what comes after. They forget what they're fighting for and why. That is actually a very strong point there, Lyra. And I like her kind of thinking that way. When the war is over and the killing is done on all sides, the survivors will emerge from the debris and ask, what now? And the front door will be there. Here, stored against the ages, we have preserved the stories, the songs, the hopes and dreams of mutants and humans and all those in between. Art, beauty, purpose, meaning. They will find it all here at the exact moment when the drums have stopped, the guns are silenced, and for the first time, the world will be quiet enough and tired enough to finally listen to the better angels of their nature. Interesting. So we see them looking in on the front door. And here, in this place, they will find everything they need to create a better world, a kinder and nobler world. Shangri-La, rose by any other name. And after you have returned from your journeys, after the last voices have joined the chorus, all of this, the front door itself, will be yours to savor, to guide, and to protect. Whoa, wait, why me? It's like, okay, so now we see Lyra's kind of plan here. When you destroyed Asmodee, you altered the hierarchy of hell and the powers therein, forever changing the shape of the chessboard. Yep, that kind of happens with that kind of stuff. Yeah, Strange told me there would be consequences. Those consequences put you on the road that brought you here and will take you even farther. Much, much farther. And there's one other reason I'm offering you all of this. I've sometimes heard you called a man out of time, but we both know that's not really true. Factually, yes, but not true, not the core of it, or of you. The death of your parents and the loss of your home, of your health, then just as you thought you were finally safe and strong and home, you went into the dark and the cold, and when you came out, as we see it kind of going through, like seeing that from the past arc. The world you knew and the home you thought you'd finally achieved was gone. And seeing him kind of echoing like Avengers. I like that. Since then, you have been forever on the move, trying to find your way home. Yep. This, I do like digging into this aspect of Steve. That's why you bought the apartment building, why it mattered so much to you that it was restored to what it was, because it was the only home you had ever known. But we both know that one day even that will fall. And that's why I'm offering you a place that will never fall or fail or break. Not while it is under your protection. The path you have walked has been long and lonely and full of pain, through no fault of your own. And through it all, there has been no place to lay your head, as she is caressing his cheek. It's like, yep. I am not giving you an assignment or a mission. I'm giving you a chance to come home, to have peace, to rest, to breathe, to finally live life full measure. And in that moment, when you hear the call to come home at last, I'm like, interesting. Don't be late. As we then see him riding. It's like, alright. Then we get some craziness here as we're ending out, and then we've got a little thing afterwards. So, we're seeing here. The Pale City now. It was not my desire to kill you. You were my friends, my brethren, my family, even as Lyra was my family. But she deluded and deceived you, so you would not see that it is only by starting over, by erasing the mistakes of the past, that we can serve our best purpose. And we went to war. And as each of you fell, I wept. But if I do not see my task through to the end, your deaths would be in vain. So this must be finished, not by another, by a substitute or a conduit, but by me. It's like, okay, interesting seeing his side of this and what he's attempting to achieve, going through boop, boop, as we see. I love the grayness and then the color of red and then purple, and it's like, okay, what does he mean here? By me. It's been over 2,000 years since this was necessary. He's no longer sure he even knows how to do it. He forces himself to remember. He wills himself to remember. The memory brings pain. He uses it to fuel the metamorphosis, and for the first time in over 2 millennia, as we see over this desert, as Death walks among us, to be continued, as we see him walking us out. Oh shit. Next, Captain America issue 12. Death has come to Earth and intends to take humanity off the playing field. Captain America has assembled the mutant change agents who can save everyone, but is it too little, too late? So, overall, I enjoyed this. I liked seeing them kind of go through Steve checking in with Sharon, having their little barbs, and then getting into Malik and his sister, being like, okay, interesting, her having the power cosmic, him having these dream walking abilities, being able to take on others' pain, see their future, affect them with their lying with evil intent, him not calling out Becca, that's an important one, and then saying that it's for his death, as he then finishes up what's going on here. Lyra pretty much laying out what's going on and what she's attempting to accomplish with Steve, giving him a home. That's a very intriguing prospect. We'll have to see how that kind of shakes out and how long that stays around. And we also get this at the end, Weapon Extraction, part 2 of 8 inside, as we see Deadpool and Wolverine cracking about. Let's see. Ryan North and Javier Garron. This one's a definitely interesting one. I love the art style going on here. I think it really does Deadpool and Wolverine pretty well. And it's interesting to read stuff from Ryan North when I've mainly been just reading his stuff from Fantastic Four. Hey, what's up? Me and Wolverine got sucked into the multiverse, as you do. It's like, yep. What have you done now, Deadpool? I didn't do anything. I've got nothing to do with this. Right, and a portal just happened to manifest when you were talking about alternate versions of yourself. Hey, everything's got to manifest somewhere. This is going to be great. Who knows what parallel universe we'll wind up in? Stop talking and get us home, Wade. Maybe it'll be a cyberpunk one where we all wear polymers and smelly leather in the far-off and impossible-to-imagine year of 2099. Or wait, even better, 3099. No, wait, 4099. Please kill me. Wait, that's too far. And on second thought, 2099 was actually fine. As we see the progression of them going from kind of cable-ish to like in between and then pretty much mech shit. Logan, this is a huge opportunity. Surely you've wondered what your life would be like as an anthropomorphized fox, yeah? I have not. Pity. Because I promise you, there's a universe around us right now that answers that question with needlessly hot, totally smoke show anthrofoxes as they're kind of fighting. And I'm like, Okay, I didn't expect to see this, but that's a thing. Which is, I'm just now realizing a premise that I'm surprisingly into. Huh, good to know. Home Wade now. Or heck, it could be could also be an unrelated property owned under the same corporate umbrella, like one where the stars themselves are having wars. Yeah, or one where we can both only die in ways that could barely be described as hard. And just seeing the way you kind of fuck them. Yeah, you may not be able to understand this, but I don't like you. I don't want to talk to you, and every single time I see you, my life gets worse. I got a life back in my own universe, and I got things to do today. Well, hopefully you can do them in whatever universe we're about to enter, because it doesn't look like we have a choice. As they get spaghetti pulled into it, and then we see it kind of like all fucked up and everything. And we're like, what are we seeing here? Oh, come on, man, as Wolverine does a graceful landing right on Deadpool. You didn't need to land on me. You got a healing factor, too. No point using it if I don't have to, bub. Where'd you bring us? And then we see zombies. Oh my god, zombies! Of course, I should have thought of it sooner. It's a little dated, sure. Old meme, certainly, but all that means is it's a classic. A zombie universe is up there with evil goatees and What If World War II, but different. Mainstays of the genre, baby. He isn't wrong, as Wolverine pops his claws. Snick. And yes, while there are some, nay, many, who might say zombies are the low-hanging fruit of alternate universe, I, for one, maintain that, fuck me, I just got here. As we see a zombie come up and bite him. It's like, okay, this is not gonna end well. Continued in Fantastic Four issue 22. I'll be looking forward to that. So, that was a cool little addition. I mean, it didn't really increase the price at all, and we had our good Cap stuff that we didn't see anything really get, like, thrown out with. Though, granted, that Julie character, I'm like, Jesus, like, Carlos is skeptical. That's fine. And then she goes complete cult mode and just ripping on his ass. I'm like, God damn. So, we'll see how this works out. See how Malik and his sister B interact with the group. We see that Death has created a physical kind of form, so that means we're going to get some kind of fighting thing kind of going on. We'll see how Becca betrays everybody and what kind of comes from that, or if she betrays Death. Who knows? We'll see how this kind of works out. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to what goes on with this. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.